So we had a question about this question right here, and this one's a pretty cool one right here. So Sarah, a security guard, reports that the side of the company building has been marked with spray paint. Which of the following could this be an example of? So again, um, if you recall, what we want to do is we want to do a 50-50, and by now, um, if you're not already a professional test taker, then you need to get into the battle rhythm of doing that. You want to eliminate two, give yourself a fighting coin flip chance. I'd recommend that you go from the bottom up. So start with D and enumerate up instead of A, which that's what we want to do, and enumerate down. So that's what I would tell you. And then if all else fails, don't leave it blank because that's wrong. Get it down to a 50-50 and then make a guess. Okay? So how can we do that? Well, if we go through and we say, which one of these can it not be? Which one of these can it not be? All right. So interference. Interference. I think that what the context of that right here is probably not been marked with spray paint. So interference, I think we can probably eliminate. And look, I didn't even go from the bottom up. I'm telling you guys to go from the bottom up, and I'm not even doing it. War driving was what we were just talking about, going around like that website Wiggle, and finding all those different um, things that are out there, like this one right here, if you guys recall. I don't know why that's not doing that. That's weird. Anyway, so that website that we went out and saw a bunch of wireless access points that were mapped with an X and Y coordinate. So it's not war driving. So then it gets us down to war dialing and war chalking. So let's talk about this for a second here. So the Red Cross, like if you just go with me here for a second, if there's a natural disaster and tsunami hits or hurricane hits or my goodness, and anything happens, and it's declared a state of emergency and a natural disaster. Let's say, and these are not huts or teepees. These are my lame attempt to try to draw a house. Uh, what the Red Cross or the National Guard or whomever is going through, they'll go up and they'll go at the front door, and if there's nobody there, uh, then they'll put an X on it. If there's nobody there, they'll put an X on it. And the concept is that this gives us in time of natural disasters, it gives us an idea of what we've already visited and what we have not visited. So the next time that you go somewhere, see if you can figure out if there are any symbols in public places to advertise an open Wi-Fi network. So this goes back to some of the times of the hobo, if you will. The guy that he's out and about or she's out and about, and they're walking from town to town. They got the big stick, and they carry everything in their little knapsack going from town to town. Well, the hobos would actually go through and draw symbols of places they could maybe get some free food or something that was special about that. And so in the information security arena, same thing goes for war chalking. Let me give you an example here. The typical one that you'll see on the exam is something like this right here, where it kind of looks like the seams of a baseball without the sphere or the circle around it. And then up top here will be the SSID up top. Down low here will show you the bandwidth. So let me give you an example of what this looks like here. So this right here would be something like, I don't know, SSID, maybe Tsunami. So somebody calls their wireless access point Tsunami. And I'm only saying that because usually that's the one that we see on the exam is the SSID is Tsunami. And maybe it's using 802.11g. So then, immediately you would know that, hey, there's an open, this is a symbol for an open Wi-Fi network that is called Tsunami. So if you see this painted on the side of a building, you know you can get free internet there. Well, same sort of thing goes for closed network. Closed network here, this could be the same one, Tsunami. Okay. And then down here, there may not be anything because it's closed. Sometimes you may see something like this. And personally, I've never seen a closed one before, just because I don't think people actually waste their time. But after I started learning some of this stuff back in 2003, 2004, I did start to see some of this, and it'll be funny. You'll be in Tahiti or out in Hawaii or something, and then all of a sudden on the side of a building you'll see this. You'll be like, oh, okay. So this one actually shows that it's WEP, and the SSID is over here. Maybe the bandwidth is down here, and but the username is over here, UID. Somebody who left it, kind of like the hobo. It's basically just, hey, we're leaving you some good information. Feel free to go and bring this or bring people in and be able to put the war chalk into life right here. So this is practice, and you'll start to see it around. So when we're going through and answering this again, it's not interference, it's not war driving. We get ourselves a 50-50. War dialing, this doesn't look like to me a fit for war dialing. Usually that's using like a modem, and you have like a program like a Python script or something that actually will go through and just automatically start to dial every telephone number that is in a huge list, like a phone book or something. So that's war dialing, and basically you're looking for. It used to happen a lot, but basically you're looking for anything that you could exploit or get onto networks, detect maybe unauthorized devices, open fax machines or printers. So that's not war dialing. So the answer here would be war chalking. Hopefully that answers your question.